Alright, we're going to be changing out all the gears in the headstock. This will be the same procedure as if you were going to be changing a belt. It's really not that difficult. We have to start over here by loosening the set screw. This usually has a little brass plug in it that presses down on the threads. In this case, I don't see it, but if yours has it, don't lose it. And this gear comes off. And then the bearing shield comes off. And you need to loosen the screw on the pulley. And you need to loosen the set screw, which is in here on the bull gear. And for some reason this one is already loose. Another set screw I forgot in here. And this one has two. Spacer collar. Okay, there we go. Now you there we go. And then bearing cover comes off. And then you have to start looking for that Woodruff key. And there it is. And you have to go in with a screwdriver and begin to pick it up as you push this out. Get a pair of needle nose pliers. And then the key comes out. And then you should be able to disassemble the whole thing. The retaining ring, collar, gear, pulley. At this point, you'd be able to change the belt on the lathe. And then the bull gear. Oh, and then here's the spindle. So now we're going to put it back together with the new parts. So I'll put a little oil on the, cleaned it off and put a little oil on the shaft. And then the first part to go on would be the bull gear. Okay, and then the pulleys, a little oil in them. Pop that out. Don't forget to put your belt on. Okay, got that. I got to pull it back a little bit. Next is going to be the gear, the oil. It goes with the teeth facing the teeth on the pulley. Next is going to be the collar. And you might notice that your screws may be offset to one side. You want to put the side with the most meat up against the gear. Okay, now as you slide it in, you have to find the keyway . Okay, I got the keyway lined up. Now we have to take the Woodruff key and drop it back down into the bull gear. As you push it down, it will rock inside the keyway. Push it in a little, push it down a little, push it in a little, push it down, and it'll straighten out. Okay. Now we have to get everything adjusted forward. I just want to check. That's nice. The new parts are pretty nice. This has got a little bit of a little damage to this. I hope that's not going to be a problem with noise. I'll file it off. Okay. The bearing spacer here, cover. And a keyway. And your drive gear. Okay. Bearings. At this point you have to preload your bearings. So we're going to screw this on. You don't want any backlash on your bearings. Any play whatsoever. Obviously, that's no good. There we go. Now, if you use your lathe a lot, the heat is going to make this thing expand a little bit. I have never found any specifications as to how tight this is supposed to be. So I just do it by feel. Okay. And then you can tighten up this set screw. Okay, now we have to get this collar locked in place. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure that our gears are lined up and they're in the proper position. Actually, you can go a little bit that way. Okay, that looks good to me. And you tighten the set screw on the bull gear. Like so. I'm anxious to see if this thing quiets down after this. And you push your pulley and this other gear, whatever it's called, the back gear, against the bull gear and move this up against the gear. It should fit into a little recess, and then you can tighten it. Two set screws. One, two. The last thing is put your bearing shield back on the front of your bearing. There we go. All back together, I think. Let's One more screw. We have to lock up the ball gear. Now, this screw always baffles me. Actually, it doesn't come through. It bottoms out on the bushing. And I've never quite understood what that screw is for. But, I mean, if you take out this sector pin, it appears that it locks the bushing down onto the shaft. If you loosen it, it spins. So I suppose you could tighten it when you're not using your back gears. And loosen it when you are. But I see no reason for it. Alright, I want to see what this sounds like. A little bend in there also. I didn't see that before. Well, it's a lot more quiet than it used to be. Try the next speed. Jump down to full speed. Alright, let's try back gears. Pull the pin, lock in the back gears. Enough backlash. Okay, we're done. Just want to make sure everything is tight. Especially up here. Put the lock back in. I like that. Okay, so we're done here.